Hey everyone, Matron here bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, this time the best of 3 series in the round 2 action of the winners bracket of MLG Dallas, the National Championships. This series will be against Rigid, spawning as the blue Zerg, and IdrA, the favorite, spawning as the red Zerg. The map will be Lost Temple, as that'll be the first map played in this round 3. And we do see cross positions here, so quite a bit of rush distance by the ground here. IdrA did win his first round series in the ZVZ matchup, so he may be a little bit more comfortable having just played ZVZ. He won by taking the first game with some fast Zergling speed and Baneling play, and then the second game with some upgraded roaches and just superior macro to his first round opponent. Rigid, for his part, did win his first round series 2-0 as well over Dreamhalls, player I've not heard of, but Rigid, I have cast games of his before. I cast a pretty epic game between him and Liquid Tyler Noni on this same map. Rigid used some great burrowed roach play to counter the High Templar of Noni, so quite a strong player. We'll see whether he has the chops to take on IdrA, one of the top Zergs in the world. IdrA just came back from GSL Season 2, where he finished in the top 16. He was taken down in a ZVZ matchup though, so we'll see whether he learned anything from his experience playing in the GSL and what kind of strategy he opens up here in the second round series. Looks like he's going for Extractor first again, so we may see the same build that he did last game with Banelings and fast Zergling speed. Does have that pool down. If we look, Rigid just threw up that 15 hatchery. He does not yet have a pool. It looks to be quite a bit away from a pool as well, so IdrA should have Zerglings out on the field before Rigid does. Rigid's going to come, he's going to see that pool and the Extractor here. He's going to know that he needs to get up that pool very quickly here. He throws it up in response to the pool of IdrA, which is almost halfway done now. In fact, it's almost complete. And he will have enough gas to start the Zergling speed right away as this pool comes up, so great timing by IdrA here. He's going to have 108 gas. He's going to start that Zergling speed right away here, and then he's going to be keeping those drones on the gas so that he gets enough gas for Banelings. We'll see whether he throws down the Baneling nest right away. We do see Rigid is not in IdrA's base right now, so he does not know about the Baneling nest, which could be coming, but he does know about the fast pool here. He knows he needs to get up a number of Zerglings to take on IdrA's Zerglings. IdrA has 4 Zerglings working across the field right now. Another 4 coming, 2 there and 2 being created. He has now thrown down that Baneling nest. So Rigid, for his part, getting out 2 queens. He had enough supply and minerals as soon as the second hatchery popped to get the 2 queens out, and he could really actually use a spine crawler right now and maybe block off the ramp with the queens, as we see these Zerglings now going to be flooding into this natural, going after these drones. Every drone they take down is going to be an economic advantage for IdrA, as right now he's only on the 14 drones. He just has enough to keep up this Zergling production and the gas. So see Zerglings attacking, taking down these drones. IdrA getting a decent surround on the Zerglings of Rigid here. So we see the speed of IdrA about to complete, about 5 more game seconds, and this queen pops up at the last second. Not very fortuitous timing for that queen, though she's going to come in here and perhaps with these Zerglings might be able to fend off the initial Zerglings from IdrA, but IdrA just has more and more Zerglings, now speed Zerglings, flooding across the field here. Rigid needs to bring down his other queen to help defend. We see a Baneling nest going up for Rigid as well, so that might be a little bit late. He does have quite a bit of gas saved up. So we see Banelings coming onto the field for IdrA right now, 7 Banelings. They're going to be able to take care of these Zerglings if Rigid is not careful. Rigid does not have speed for these Zerglings, so the Banelings on the creep are going to be very fast. Here come the Banelings. They're going to have to do a good job against these Zerglings. They're able to take down all the Zerglings of Rigid. Rigid does not do a good job of microing back those Zerglings, and now the Zerglings of IdrA are just going to be able to take care of these queens. That's going to have to be GG from Rigid, as he's got nothing to take care of the IdrA's Zerglings here, and IdrA just streaming more and more Zerglings. We see a very interesting kind of all-in strat for IdrA right now. Very low on the harvester count, just 14 drones, enough to have 11 on minerals and a few on gas here. and just keep pumping out Zerglings. So very different than IdrA's typical games. He likes to macro and play defensive, but he was able to surprise both of his ZVZ opponents here with a fast, about 6-minute game in the early first game action of this second round. So Rigid's going to have to come back. We'll see what map he chooses as the loser gets to choose the next map, and hopefully he can try to develop a little bit of a better strategy to take on IdrA. So IdrA, who hates cheese in the first place, typically gets beat by cheese when players try it. Does a little bit of a cheesy build here, but is able to surprise Rigid and take this first game. I'll go ahead and cast the second game. Hope to see you there.